Hi guys, today I'm going to be talking about my favorite Morphe brushes, so please stay tuned. Hi everyone, welcome back. Today I'm going to be talking about all my favorite Morphe brushes. I have different brushes. I have foundation brushes, powder brushes, and all eye brushes. So I'm going to be talking about each and every one of them. I'm going to say the name of them, and then also the exact name on the website and how much they retail for. And also the use I give to each and every one of them. So let's get started. So the first one I have here is the Morphe M439. It's a little dense buffer brush. As you can see online, it's called the Deluxe Buffer, and it retails for $13.99. I use this for foundation, obviously. This is really good to like buff around foundation. I don't really like to use brushes for foundation, but this would be really good for like stick foundation that's very thick, very creamy, that buffs it around really well. And also I like to use this for a more flawless finish, like if I'm using a more full coverage foundation, this is really good for that. So it's really thick and dense, as you can see. Next up we have the Morphe MB5. That's what it looks like. Online it's called the Deluxe Duo Foundation. It's a duo fiber brush. It just doesn't have like the white and the black, it's just black and kind of gray. I use this one with my MAC Face and Body Foundation since that's such a watery and liquidy foundation. I can't use a beauty blender or a sponge with it because it'll just absorb all of it. So you have to use a brush with it. I don't like to use the Morphe M439 with that because it's too dense and it kind of like just gets stuck in the brush. I like to use this when it's softer and I can like kind of stipple it around my face and then kind of swirl it around. This gives a really flawless finish to the face. I love this brush. I like that it's short and dense and compact. So yeah. Oh, and this one retails for $9.99, by the way. I really like this brush. Next up, we have the Morphe M426. This is what it looks like. It's called the Tapered Duo Powder Brush, and it retails for $8.99. So it's another stippling brush, basically. It has a duo fiber. This one is the white and the black. And it is tapered, so I don't know if you can see that there. It's not like round, it's more tapered. I actually use this for powder. I like to use dual fiber brushes for powder because it doesn't pack on the powder, so I'm not gonna get that powdery look, that really caked up face look. This one just like lightly dusts powder all over your face for a light dust of powder. I really like this brush for that reason. I'm sure you can use this brush for foundation too. It's just another dual fiber brush, so really good use. Next up, I have the Morphe M527. It has hairs like all over. I just washed these yesterday, so they're having bad hair days. But this one I use for bronzer. This is the Deluxe Pointed Powder Brush, and it retails for $15.99. As you can see, it's very fluffy, very tapered, very pointed. This is great for bronzer. It's like really big. It applies bronzer very well. So ignore that. These brushes don't shed much either. This is actually the first time this one shed. So this one is pretty new though. I just got this one and I've only used it like twice, and this is the first time I washed it. So, but I really do like it for bronzer. Next up we have the Morphe E8. This is what it looks like. Online it's called the Detail Contour, and it retails for $5.99. It's just a little small buffing brush, little buffer brush. It's really dense, really compact. I actually use this for my concealer. So on like my no makeup days, I just put concealer in my eyes and kind of like buff this when I don't want to go, and rinse out my beauty blender. I don't want to like take that time to do that. I just put on concealer and then get this brush and just buff that under my eyes. Actually, I learned about this brush because of Lustrelux. So Katie, she uses this brush for concealer, And I wanted to try it out because I always saw her like blending concealer so perfectly under her eyes with this brush, and I was like, I have to try it out. So this is also a recent purchase of mine, and I'm so glad I got it because it's amazing. Next up, I have the Morphe M438. So it's just a little tapered, dense powder brush. Online it's called the Pointed Contour, and it retails for $9.99. I use this to set under my eyes, my concealer. So with powder, just dip this in powder and it fits perfectly right under my eyes, especially like right there in the inner corner. Since it's so tapered, it gets right in those little crevices. So this is really good for that. And I'm guessing, yeah, you can use this for contour. I see where they got that, you know, just chisel out your cheeks. Next up, we have the Morphe M501. This is just kind of like a fluffy little brush. It kind of is rounded at the top. This is called the Pro Pointed Blender, and it retails for $7.99. This is actually my highlighting brush. Since it's so fluffy, it applies highlighter so well. It blends out the highlighter. You don't get that really like harsh line of like zebra stripe all over your cheek. So I just dip this right into my highlighter and then just blend that in. I really love this brush. And that one retails for $7.99. I don't know if I mentioned that. Next up, this is the Morphe M441, and it's called the Pro Firm Blending Crease. And this one is $5.99. This is a little blending brush. This is my crease brush, the one I use to blend out all the colors in my crease and just diffuse those colors out. Not much to say. It's a crease brush, a blending brush. A must. Next is a Morphe E18. This is called the Round Crease Brush, and it's $5.99. It's very, very short. I don't know if you can see that. It's really, really small, but it's really, really dense. It's like a little pencil brush. So I use this to run color under my eyes, like on my lower lash line. Or sometimes I'll use this to put color on the outer corner and then blend it out with the M441. So like I'll pack color with this one on the outer corner or into my crease, and then I'll blend it out with this one. That's how I use those two. So those two are definitely a must-have in my collection. Next is the Morphe M124. It's just a little shader brush. This is the Firm Shadow brush, and it's $3.99, so very inexpensive. And it's what I like about it is that it's small, and since I have small eyelids, small eyes, period, it's really good to pack on eyeshadow. Yeah, it's really good to pack on eyeshadow. I use it for that, and I really like it. Next, this one is also pretty new. This is the Morphe M213. It's really small. It's a smudger brush. That's actually what it's called online, Smudger. And this is $1.99, so really, really cheap. And that's exactly what it does. It smudges eyeshadow, so, or even eyeliner. Like I can draw like a line of black eyeliner, brown eyeliner on my top lash line or even lower lash line and just smudge it out with this. And also eyeshadow, I can run it. Really good smudger brush. Lastly, I'm going to talk about the Morphe M138. This one's actually shorter than the other ones. And it's called the Round Contour. This one is also $1.99. And this one is just kind of another pencil brush, a little bullet brush. Really small, really dense. It looks a lot like the E18, but the M138, this one is more pointed, and this one is more like round at the top. And again, I use this one. Sometimes I use it to highlight my inner corner, to highlight my brow bone, and also to run eyeshadow on my lower lash line, or even pack color in my crease again and then blend it out with that blending brush I talked about before. So this is another good brush to have in hand, especially since it's only like $1.99. So that's an amazing price. So yeah, that is my collection of my Morphe brushes. I have foundation, powders, concealer. I have a bunch of brushes from them. They're honestly my favorite brush brand. I love them. They're very inexpensive. And they're very, very good quality. I haven't had any problems with shedding. Some of them shed, but it's not like really, really, really bad. The only problem I had with one of the brushes was this one, the Morphe M501. Like the second or third time I washed it, it was fine. Like it applied highlighter fine and everything. This is my highlighter brush, by the way. And but when I set my face with like a spray and then I went over it with the highlighter again to intensify that highlight, this actually came off black. Like when I hit the wet, like my face wet, it would come off black. Like it would shed pigment. I don't know if that makes any sense. It would just be like a streak of black. So then what I did, now every time I wash this brush, I have to get like water or even the spray and just spray it like on my hand and then just kind of like swirl it around. So it loses like that blackness that bleeds. And I only have to do it like 2 or 3 times, but that never happened before. Like the first 2 or 3 times I washed it, that never happened. I don't know what's happening now, but just be careful with some of the black ones. That's the only one that's happened to me, but I don't want that to happen to any of y'all. You know, like your makeup is done and all of a sudden you have black all over your face. But yeah, like I said, Morphe is my favorite brush brand. They're really good and I recommend them to all of you. I hope you liked this video, and if you find these brushes useful, then comment down below and let me know what you think, and let me know what your favorite Morphe brushes are. So yeah, thank you for watching and I hope this video was helpful. Please like and subscribe.